It's 2020, the year we thought was going to be most remembered by musicians for the 250th anniversary of Ludwig van Beethoven. But in actual fact, it's going to be remembered by the world for the COVID-19 pandemic. And it's meant that most of us musicians have been unable to fulfill any of the planned artistic projects we had. But this one that Maksim, Štšura and I have been able to do in these weeks has proven more special than we could ever have imagined. We have recorded the 10 Beethoven sonatas here in Mechelen, in the home of Beethoven's ancestors. And this music speaks to us in these times of global lockdown, of suffering, better than any other composer. Beethoven's narrative archetype of darkness to light, of success through struggle, has spoken to us very, very deeply here.
So we've got these 2 volumes of Beethoven's sonatas for piano and violin, 10 sonatas he wrote for this combination. And in a way they follow his compositional evolution from the somewhat playful appropriation of the idioms of the classical style, or like his early supporter Count Waldstein put it, receiving Mozart's spirit from Haydn's hands, to the crystallization of his symphonic ideal in the middle period sonatas, that is, would be Opus 30, and onto the last 2, which were the most experimental, both in terms of narrative and texture. So it's interesting when we look at Beethoven in the context of this great Viennese triumvirate of Haydn, Mozart and him. A great German writer E.T.A. Hoffmann described the distinction between these 3 composers, and then he said that Haydn's music is dominated by this feeling of childlike optimism. And about Mozart, he's saying that he's inviting us into the realm of the spirits. With Beethoven it's different. Hoffmann says that Beethoven's music sets in motion the machinery of awe, of fear, of terror and pain, and awakens that infinite yearning, which is the essence of Romanticism.
We're here in Mechelen, in the heart of Flanders, the home of the grandfather of Ludwig van Beethoven, who was a wonderful bass singer from this town and inspired the young Ludwig van Beethoven to have, as Beethoven wrote in his diaries, a borderless passion for music. And Beethoven's grandfather was a sort of inspiration all his life. He kept a portrait of him on his writing desk, and he also took his portrait around with him when he was traveling. So we can see that perhaps Beethoven's father, with his aspirations for his son to be like a young Mozart, a young commercial success, was not something that Ludwig particularly enjoyed. He didn't like to be asked to perform on demand, but he did carry around with him a deep passion for music and thanked his grandfather for this and recognized him. This is young Ludwig right here in the heart of Mechelen.